It had to be you, didn't it? I knew you would run with Randall, but I didn't expect you to come all the way up here. I'm sorry we didn't have a proper goodbye back in Silverwood, but my departure was a matter of... Oh, I salute you for your brilliant, if improvised, defense of the town. I doubt I could have done any better. Now before you do anything rash, just know I've got a half-dozen tribals strapped with explosives in the next room. I'm walking out of these mountains, and nobody's stopping me. I'm not going to die up here on behalf of some miscreant like Marco. Let me pass and the kids are yours, safe and sound. Push me. And who have I killed? Innocents? Hardly. Base animals living in a state of nature, removed from civilization. The sand wolves executed helpless babes, tortured settlers for days. I gave them a quick death, which was far more than... In the 80s, murderous maniacs, every one of them. I merely turned back their encroachment into these mountains, little L. Maybe I will kill again, courier. But will you stand there and tell me I'm doing wrong? I am the line between life and death on the frontier. I don't enjoy hurting children. I make it quick and painless, but I know what they'll be. Wise choice. It had to be you, didn't... No. Fate is fickle. I'm no longer welcome in the Mojave. So though it seems absurd now, Marco was attempting to establish a higher form of order in Frost Hill. Though I suspect he just wanted a quiet place to retire, so marauding raiders couldn't be tolerated. My solution was complete. The 80s will no longer tread in the deep creek. Marco paid well enough, but I am uneasy working with the man. He exudes an indescribable malignance. I have long been at odds with his various cronies scattered throughout the canyons, but I now suspect Marco. He is planning something, and I doubt I am included in his vision. You have certainly simplified his plans. They were a troublesome, restless lot that had an uneasy relationship with the town. Do I look like some filthy savage to you? That might work on a cretin like Red Bear, but you wouldn't stand a chance. But so they do.
Hey! Enough!
They say those robots on...
What you got? The old scalp hunter got scalped. I understand you took him down without any collateral damage. You earned yourself a nice fat wad of caps for this one. Only one thing left to do now, partner. We know where Marco is. I've still got a few preparations to make, so just let me know when you... What is it, partner? Brookshire's got the intel. Go see him for the details. I'll get the rest of our posse for him.
NCR took back Nelson. Maybe they can win this war after all.
That Mr. House, they say those robots on the strip are running around with ribbons, I say, or something.
Parties all over the
Don't
place.
ask if I don't know.
Can't all be.
What can I do for you? My story? Well, I came to Frost Hill looking to spread the gospel and... You should see your face, stranger. I can't tell if you'll have to forgive me, seeing as to how I don't have... If you must know, I came here after a minor legal dispute. Settled down and... I would hope so. You're lucky that you didn't come out of it half retarded.
Hey.
What can I do for you? About 10 years ago, I was working as most of my kin were farmers and the like. She was hoping to become a doctor, so she helped out in their clinic. Kate tended to this ranger, a guy named Daniels, who had... Everybody said he got loud and belligerent, threatened to kill her. When Kate left the clinic, she never came home. There was an investigation and a trial. Daniels denied everything. Cocksucker walked, got off scot-free. I was younger and more angry back then. The night after he was freed, I tracked. He might have been a badass ranger, but once I got my hands on him, I squeezed his neck so hard there were no witnesses. But the law's a bit more efficient when a ranger's on the slap. It put out a warrant on me, so I ran. And they always told us to trust in the NCR's justice. What are you supposed to do? Then you understand. You can't put a man in some box and call it civilization. That's slavery. Plain.
Hey,
Howdy! I won't dance around the truth like some of these. Now, notions of enough years go by, unless you've been here for. Town had been in place for little bit of trading with caravans, but it's mostly bighorn. The weather, it's too cold for death claws and any badass bugs like cazadors. I say fuck. My bones might ache a little more, and when you're young and wild, it's a damn enjoyable lifestyle. Drink, fuck, party all the time. You might die. I ain't proud of everything I done. Today you got. He came in from the east. Marco didn't cause no fuss. He'd come in. After a while, we just figured he had started over like the rest of us. When word came about all that business down in the Mojave, with you killing, more of his old buddies started showing up and camping in the hills. Not long after that, Randall rolled in with a passel of bounty hunters and some NCR suit funding them. Canyon has become a fucking war zone. Ain't gonna happen. No way in hell. Most of us still have bounties. And even if we get amnesty, NCR wants one thing. Silver. I heard they had money problems since somebody ruined their gold, so they're after the net. To the NCR, we're just an impediment, nothing more. They'll fuck us with a bear dick while they rob us blind. Won't even Scared, partner. Real scared. Marco ain't some trifling hobo. Difference between you and Marco is that he'd kill everyone in this canyon if...
What can I do for you? Raided for a bit in the rowdy days of my youth, till I met the right lady. I'd been here for over 12. There was hardly any trouble till the hunters showed up and started. You got no idea. First time I saw her was in a. She had brown hair that cascaded past her neck, and when she turned and I saw those, it was as if she already knew who I was, what I'd done. Tammy was like a cool breeze that calmed my soul. I quit the crew and started honest work in town. Finally got the... When she spoke to me, time itself, the very universe, he knew my background. He found out that the NCR had put a bounty on my head, so he called in the hunters to run me off. She put all of her trust in me, and I did my... We had a lot of good years. I buried her up in the old graveyard, up near the summit. It's colder up there, but more quiet. Sometimes I wonder if she'd still be alive. I often hear the question, can people change? Well, that's putting it pretty straight. Wow. Once I was a robber of banks. It was stealing bullion from one of their reserve banks hit a nerve in the great. Oh, so. I have made a good life here since. JJ, so many jokes about it. I just like think about it. You have food, entertain. You have money. You can do anything. You can be. Sadly, I have no family left. I turned ghoul not long after the war, so I cannot make little. It is such a different world than what game. What a. But they are out there, alive, no? Even the thought of them can give one comfort. Have you heard of El Quemador, the burner? They say that he has a great army at the old. El Gran Desierto de Altar is not a place for men. It is for... I have heard stories of a great slave rebellion near Flagstaff, deep in the heart of Legion territory, led by a man named Spartacus. The pitiful creatures will probably be crucified, but I recently met a merchant who had passed to a place called Goliad. He told me that the ranchers and farmers are about to... A few merchants have disappeared outside of town recently. People say it is a... It is a fine town with magnificent people. We have a...